What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Fluency News. Seja bem-vindo, bem-vinda de volta ao Fluency News, o podcast de notícias da Fluency Academy. I am Scott Lowe, your host. Let's begin by remembering that you need to have contact with the language every day to really learn English. So these Fluency News episodes are here to help you practice your listening skills, learn lots of new expressions and vocabulary, and stay informed, all at the same time. E claro, ter curso estruturado para aprender novo idioma faz toda a diferença. Então não esqueça que na Fluency Academy você pode estudar inglês, espanhol, francês, italiano, alemão, japonês, mandarim ou coreano. E o primeiro passo é se inscrever na nossa lista de espera para saber quando as turmas abrirem. É bem rapidinho, leva só uns 15 segundinhos. Então, vai lá agora, coloca seu nome na waiting list aqui na descrição e eu te espero aqui. And now it's time to get started. It's time to talk about some of the top stories around the globe, followed by some explanations in Portuguese. Você gosta do filme The Godfather, ou Poderoso Chefão, em português? Eu acho que todo mundo concorda que esse filme fez história e é considerado um grande clássico do cinema. Mas ele tem relação com uma grande treta nos Oscars. Vamos para a primeira notícia para você ficar por dentro. Marlon Brando won the Oscar for Best Actor in 1973 for his iconic role in The Godfather. But he refused the award and did not show up to the event. To explain his refusal, he asked Sacheen Littlefeather, fellow actress and activist for indigenous rights, to give a speech about the horrible treatment the Native American population was suffering on and off the screen. During the speech, she explained that Brando refused to be awarded and called the audience's attention to the poor representation of American Indians in cinema and a massacre that had happened years before, during which the U.S. Army assassinated 300 indigenous men, women, and children. Well, Sacheen was booed off the stage and was called horrible names by fellow actors and other industry colleagues, and was terribly criticized by the Academy Awards. On top of all that, she was shunned by television and by the Academy. As a result, she was not able to find any more work as an actress. Now, 49 years later, the Academy has written her a formal letter of apology and invited her to rejoin. They have also added a picture of her to the Academy Museum. I was stunned. I never thought I'd live to see the day I'd be hearing this, experiencing this. Littlefeather, now 75, said in an interview. In her concluding words back in 1973, Littlefeather said, "I beg at this time that, in the future, our hearts and our understandings will meet with love and generosity." Well, it took 49 years, but those hopeful words have finally come true. Olha, não sei se essa história me deixou feliz ou triste, mas a Sacheen aceitou o pedido de desculpas, então é isso que importa. Aqui na notícia temos verbo bem diferentão que pode passar despercebido, o verbo shun, que significa evitar ou esquivar-se de algo ou alguém. Sendo assim, quando lemos Sacheen was shunned by television, significa que a indústria da televisão passou a fingir que ela não existia, a evitar ela de todos os jeitos. Shun pode ser usado em qualquer contexto. Então, se você termina com sua namorada e os amigos dela passam a fingir que você não existe, você pode falar: "My girlfriend's friends shunned me after we broke up." Tô nem aí, nem gostava deles. De boa. Gente, golfinhos são animais lindos, né? São seres inteligentes, amorosos e interessantes, certo? Bom, é isso que eu achava até que eu li a nossa próxima notícia de hoje. Então, vem comigo para entender. Local police in Japan have asked beachgoers to stay away from dolphins after 6 people ended up injured after swimming. One of the swimmers had quite a serious bite and needed 14 stitches on his hand. But calm down. If you think dolphins are wonderful, friendly creatures, well, you're correct. The injuries in question were supposedly caused by one single animal that lives in the area. The attacks happened less than 10 meters from the shore, even after ultrasonic devices were installed to try to keep the dolphins farther away from the swimmers. In fact, the attacks became more common after the devices were put there. While dolphin attacks are extremely rare, they are not impossible, and over time, a few of them have been documented. Experts say that dolphins do not like to be touched and can easily feel stressed out when swimming near humans. One of the victims stated, "I'd heard about the dolphin on the news and was going to get out of the water immediately if I saw it. But by the time I noticed it, it was right next to me." He also said, "I panicked, but I was saved when someone nearby drove it away." Bom, então, os golfinhos são muito fofos sim, mas quem é que gosta de ser catucado? Você ia gostar se um estranho viesse passar a mão na sua cabeça? Não! Ei, eu te entendo, golfinho agressivo. Então aqui a gente pode aproveitar para falar de uma palavra comparativa do inglês. Aqui na notícia você ouviu farther away, que quer dizer mais longe. Então, to keep the dolphins farther away seria para deixar os golfinhos mais longe. E percebe que a gente muitas vezes usa from depois dessa estrutura. Por exemplo, I live farther away from the beach. Eu moro mais longe da praia. Dá para usar sem o away também, mas é um pouco menos comum. Farther away, mais longe. And now it's time for today's final story. Não sei você, mas eu tenho lido tantas notícias sobre as peripécias de Ezra Miller que já tive até pesadelo com isso. Mas Ezra finalmente se pronunciou sobre os incidentes aqui na nossa última notícia de hoje. E claro, não deixe de mandar esse episódio para aquele seu amigo que ama Animais Fantásticos ou The Flash. The 29-year-old actor, who is non-binary and uses they and them pronouns, played The Flash in 2017's Justice League, Credence in Fantastic Beasts, Kevin in We Need to Talk About Kevin, and many other iconic roles. But their career has been overshadowed by off-screen actions. Most recently, Miller was charged with stealing in Vermont. The actor was in the news in 2020 after a recording of them choking a woman outside a bar in Iceland. And the actor has also been arrested twice in Hawaii this year, once for disorderly conduct and harassment. The series of scandals has become a huge issue, not only for Miller, but also for Warner Bros., since they are in two of the studio's largest franchises. Ezra finally addressed the situation, saying, "Having recently gone through a time of intense crisis, I now understand that I am suffering complex mental health issues and have begun continuous treatment." They continued, "I want to apologize to everyone that I have alarmed and upset with my past behavior. I am committed to doing the necessary work to get back to a healthy, safe, and productive stage in my life." The studio stated that they fully support Ezra's decision to go through continuous treatment. Bom, então vamos torcer para que dê tudo certo na vida de Ezra. Você acha que ouviu a palavra address, endereço, aqui na notícia? Talvez você tenha tido essa impressão, mas na verdade a gente viu uma palavra com a mesma escrita, mas com pronúncia e significado diferente. A palavra address, que significa abordar ou dirigir-se a alguém ou algo. A gente leu que Ezra finally addressed the situation. Ezra finalmente abordou a situação, finalmente falou sobre a situação. Então, address é endereço. Address, abordar ou dirigir-se a. And that is it for today, folks. But hey, don't worry. We'll be back next week for more expressions, vocab, and news. E não esqueça que se você quiser ficar por dentro de tudo, inclusive os nossos lançamentos, e quiser assistir muitas dicas incríveis de inglês da nossa equipe de profs, é só seguir a gente rapidinho lá no Instagram, @FluencyTV Inglês. Então, não esqueça de voltar na próxima semana para continuar praticando suas habilidades de escuta, e se manter informado sobre tudo que acontece ao redor do mundo. And I'll see you next week. Peace out.